No, I'm not streaming.
You never try to do that? You would never do streaming?
I could do it. I'm authorized to do it, but I
And then
just
people
haven't.
bring up comments.
Yeah, right. You could talk to people.
But it's very distracting because you're trying to talk, you read their comments, and they're going to ask you questions, and that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, a lot of people do that. I think once I hit 25,000, I'll give that a try once or twice.
What do you know?
I'm like 24.8.
You should try that live streaming.
Okay.
I kind of like it, but they're always reading, so.
Yeah.
Louis from Brazil.
Yeah,
I
Louis
don't know
from.
what you said.
It went by so fast.
Yeah.
Well, they won't go by that fast on my channel.
Yeah.
All right. Hey everyone, Tony Winston here at Jazz Piano College. This is going to be the altered scale and a nice little chord thing that you can do. And here it is. All right, we're on E flat. We're going to go to C7th. We're going to leave the 5 out because that'll mess up what we're doing here. It's going to clash a little bit. So, dominant 7th chords in jazz, you typically do leave the 5 out because, the old school jazz, they was always putting in that flat 5 all the time, or the flat 9, so like that kind of thing. Check out what I'm going to do. It's just 2 triads, and it's part of the altered scale. So in C, here's the altered scale. Now you might think I'm doing the diminished scale because it starts exactly the same way, but the altered scale keeps on going with whole steps. And if you look at it carefully, you've got an E flat there, you've got an A flat, and you've got a C that makes an A flat triad. You've also got an F sharp triad in this altered scale. There it is. So those 2 triads back to back. I can think of a song that kind of starts that way. So in the intro, I think on the Miles Davis recording, "When Lights Are Low," that's the name of it. All right. So, but you can use it all over the place on any dominant chord. So. B flat dominant. And one way to think of it is, all right, let's take C for example. Think about the tritone. That's one of them, and then it's just up a whole step from that tritone. So if we're in F, the tritone's B, so we'll start there. And C goes right to a B flat major. So now, of course, you can use. Let's see, it was in B flat. You can use like the altered voicing too, right? So C minor, here's F 7th. This is what I call a box voicing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, box voicings are mostly rootless voicings based on 4-note shapes. Like this is one of the shapes. This is box 1. You can use it like here for C dominant. You could also use it for F sharp altered, and that I use this one for F altered. Could also be a B, but using it for F altered here. And got to think about the tritone, which is B flat, and then up a whole step for that. And of course, you can use different inversions of that chord too. So C minor, A. Or maybe a different inversion. What did I use last time I went to, let's use this one. Yeah, C minor, the altered, and this is a pretty common voicing for an altered. And just go right to B flat, all right? C minor 7th, well, C minor 7th, nice altered chord, but yeah, take it and move it down like that to the tritone substitution triad, B. All right. And, of course, all these things are useful if you're soloing, too. All right, so C minor. And then on the F7th, use the 2 triads, D flat B, and then B flat major. But I ended on the second there because that's better than ending on the root. Yeah, because it could sound okay that way too. Folks, as I approach 25,000 subscribers, I can't tell you how thrilled I am that so many people have tuned into this channel and watched these videos. I mean, it really keeps me going some days. So I appreciate all my new subscribers. Comments are so welcome, so please leave them. And I do have a Patreon page if you'd like to contribute a few dollars every month. I always put up at least one video for my Patreon subscribers. And, I don't cover anything that I don't cover right here for free, but, I maybe put some other songs up occasionally. And I take some requests as well on that, through Patreon. Thanks so much, folks. I'll see you again real soon.